This is a Category 5 Turnpike update with Randy Carter.
Oh, hey, good day, all you Turnpike friends out there. Hey, I'm back. I'm here to bring you up to date on our year in retrospect and the things that we have planned for the coming year for our No More Turnpikes cause. Pike Off OTA and Oklahoma's for Responsible Transportation is, as an organization, busily working to prepare some new things for the coming year. And also, I want to bring you up to date on some of the things that have occurred in this past year that have been very successful for our cause. One of the really big things that we have now is, and I'm sure you all are aware, that Pike Off OTA was started back in the spring of 2022 in response to the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority's announcement of their Access Oklahoma program, which proposes 3 new turnpikes through Cleveland County and a bunch of other stuff on the existing turnpikes. Our organization has taken great issue with that, but Pike Off OTA was formed then as a 501c4 nonprofit organization. But here just recently, we have started a new organization called the Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation Foundation. The Oklahoma Pike Off OTA has been a DBA doing business as Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation for quite a few months now. But we have started a new organization called Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation Foundation, which is a 501c3. We're still all working together. It's just a different accounting process and a little different focus. But the foundation is here to make sure that we bring accountability and transparency to the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. We are working actively on legislation, education, and outreach. So what that means, though, the 501c3, the foundation, is a tax-deductible opportunity to make a contribution to our cause, to help us with legal fees, printing, education, all kinds of things. And I want to bring you up to date on what's happened and what we're planning on doing in the coming year. As I'm sure you all are well aware of, the Supreme Court ruled against against us back in August 1st. Even though we were extremely disappointed about the ruling, and we were very sad that the Supreme Court sided with the Turnpike Authority, we knew all along that ruling, even if the Supreme Court had found in our favor, it was just merely a delaying tactic, because the Turnpike Authority would then probably have gone back to the legislature to have gotten authorization, which we still think they need. And I'm quite appalled at I'm not so much appalled at the decision that the Turnpike Authority made. I'm just appalled at the way they went about doing it. It seems to me that the Supreme Court decided that what the outcome needed to be, and then backed their way into it to make it seem like it followed the law, anyway, I'm extremely disappointed in the justice system in Oklahoma as a result of that ruling, and maybe there'll be more on that in this coming year, but at this point, even though we're disappointed, we are still progressing or still moving along strongly. One of our big successes last year was the passage of House Bill 2263 by Danny Sterling and Cody Rogers of the Senate. What that bill did, as you all may remember, but a little refresher here doesn't hurt anything. What that bill did is the governor, previous to this bill, had all 6 of the appointments on the Turnpike Authority board. What 2263 did is take effect, when it took effect November 1st, the governor keeps 2 appointments. 2 appointments go to the Speaker of the House, and 2 appointments go to the President Pro Tem of the Senate. That bill did not take effect until November 1, and interestingly enough, this was a surprise to all of us, but we found out after the fact, after November 1, that John Titsworth, who sits on District 6 seat, he's from the Callister area, he was appointed by Governor Stitt to that seat as to fill an unexpired term by another gentleman who resigned. That appointment expired July 1, 2023. At that time, or previous to that, the governor could have reappointed Mr. Titsworth, or he could have appointed somebody else to that seat. But nothing happened. The term expired. Titsworth continued to sit on the board making decisions, multi-million-dollar decisions, along with the rest of the board, which, I mean, we kind of question if that was even legal. But maybe the Turnpike Authority and the governor were asleep at the wheel, but they missed that opportunity because now, effective November 1, District 6 seat is the responsibility of the President Pro Tem of the Senate. We hope that Senator Greg Treat will make an appointment to that seat that will help bring more accountability and transparency to the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. So that bill 2263 is going to have a little bit of effect way before we ever even thought it would. So congratulations to our team on the way that's all unfolded. Which brings me to the aspect of legislation that we are pushing through the House and Senate, hopefully to get the governors to sign coming up at this new legislative session. I'm not going to go into any details right now about what those specific bills are, but we are working on a number of things that, again, will bring more accountability and transparency to the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority and hopefully put a stop to some of this Category 5 devastation that they are proposing to wreak upon our state. Another big success that we had, and it's an ongoing success, is that Attorney General Gettner Drummond called for the audit, an investigative audit of the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. We are well aware of that audit is going on, and now as we speak, State Auditor Cindy Byrd has assigned a number of people to that audit, and it is in progress. I believe now they're doing the research phase, and I'm under the impression that they will start the interview phase here fairly soon. Again, we don't know. That's just speculation on our part from our research on how audits, these kind of audits tend to work. So that was a big success for us, and we are excited about that. Now, I want to talk just a little bit about our team. We have got a great team of experts working with Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation. We have professional engineers that are certified and experts in the transportation area and arena. We have accountants doing research, CPA, doing all kinds of research into the financial aspect of the Turnpike Authority, and we think that there'll be a lot of stuff that comes out as a result of this audit, and we're looking forward to that. It's interesting, the Turnpike Authority has been making interest-only payments on their bonds for quite some time. That just doesn't seem right to me. Because if you all remember in the originating legislation that that authorized the Turnpike Authority, Turner Turnpike, which was the one that was authorized, was supposed to go back to the state as a free road when those bonds were paid off. And somehow 70 years later, is it 70 years? Yeah, 70 years later, those bonds are still not paid off. How does that happen? I don't get it. Interest-only payments. And I think part of the reason that we've talked about numerous times is because all the other turnpikes, only 3 of the 11 turnpikes of the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority make enough money to pay for the maintenance and operation of those turnpikes, and the 3 that are money makers are being used to pay off the bonds that can't be paid off by the turnpikes themselves. I've had a number of legislators mention the word Ponzi scheme when we've talked to them about that. But that brings me back around to the idea of our Oklahomans for Responsible Transportation Foundation. There's a couple of ways you can make donations. We greatly appreciate that, especially at the end of the year. It's a great time to make charitable donations, and there are a couple of ways to do that. You can go to pikeoffota.com and check. There's a couple of donate buttons on there in a couple of places, and click on that button. It will take you to a website. Do I have that? Oh, I've got that upside down. It'll take you to a website that looks like this. This is the Pike Off OTA donation box. These are not tax deductible. We're still using them, and we appreciate all the donations that are coming in this way. Here is what the box looks like for the ORT Foundation, which is a 501c3. That means any of your contributions are tax deductible, and if we would greatly appreciate any year-end contributions you might like to make to our cause. You can also send a check made out to the ORT Foundation to P.O. Box 2091, Noble, Oklahoma, 73068. And we will put those funds to great use fighting this Category 5 devastation that the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority is trying to wreak on the state of Oklahoma with these unnecessary and financially irresponsible turnpikes. We can certainly talk about the kickapoo and how much money that turnpike is not making, despite the predictions of of the CDM Smith, who does the projection. Anyway, that's another story for another day. That brings me up. Let me see if there's anything else I need to talk about. Before I sign off, I know you guys are probably getting sick of hearing me. No, I think that's just about everything. Remember, we'd appreciate any contributions, donations you might make to either Pike Off OTA or the ORT Foundation, which again is tax deductible. Anyway, hey, thanks for tuning in, and let's do what we can in this coming year to bring more accountability and transparency to the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority. And I appreciate you tuning in. That's all I've got for today.